So today I sat down to film you guys a no makeup tutorial, and I ended up getting inspired by some of my more fall Halloween-y makeup ideas that I've been seeing online, and so I decided to film something different for you. So I think I'm going to call this romantic gothic, but essentially I went with something pretty washed out. Matte skin, very pale skin, and I did two lip options. So one nude lip if you want to just go more of the simple route, and then I did sort of a little lipstick cocktail to get this creepy, sickly makeup look. So if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. The first thing I did for this look was remove all the color of my eyelids by using a Maybelline color stick in Ivory. That way the entire eyelid is starting off at the same place. Next I'm going in with the Maybelline color tattoo in Inked in Pink, which is going to create the color base for our smoky eye. Next I'm going to cover the entirety of my crease with the color Limit from the Naked 3 palette. Now that that color is all blended in, I'm going to go in with Nooner, right where I put the other shadow, and just continue to blend that together. We're slowly creating sort of a cat eye shape, and to add depth and dimension, I'm going to go in with the color Dark Side. Just add that mostly to the crease and then working it out in a V shape. Now that we have the general V shape of the smoky eye, I'm going in with the color Dust. I find that this applies much better with your finger than with a brush. With a blush there's a lot of fallout, but if you use it with your finger then it really picks up the shimmery. Then we're going to go in with Black Heart and start to create the shape of almost a wing liner, but we're going to use powder, so ultimately it'll be really smoky at the end. This is a small sample that I got in a Sephora pack a while ago. I like it as a base. I can't say that I'm too much of a fan of it on its own. You'll see right after this I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite L'Oreal Carbon Black just to thicken that up and make sure it's really nice and dark. Ultimately, I did want this eye to be quite a bit darker, so now I'm just going back in with more of that Black Heart, and I'm just going to continue to add and smoke it out until I get the desired effect. Get my skin ready for foundation with a little Badescu Rosewater Spray. I like to apply a few spritz of this before I go in with any cream products, as it seems to seal together. And I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Stick Concealer in, let's see, I have 110 Porcelain. Looks like I'm adding quite a lot of this, but really I'm using a light touch, and this is going to act as sort of moisturizer, foundation, and concealer all in one. foundation is all blended out, I'm going in with that same Maybelline cover stick that I used on my eyes to just conceal a few spots. Next, I'm going in with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced, really making sure to carve out the hollows of my face, and that way I get a little bit more almost Tim Burton-esque with this look. So we're keeping the skin really matte, but we're adding a lot of dimension with bronzer. Next, I'm going in with this very pale blush from the Morphe blush palette, just adding that everywhere that I put the contour, just to add a little bit more dimension. Now I'm going to use all of the same shades that I used on my eyes just to create sort of an ombre effect. So first putting the lightest shade all over the bottom of the lid, and then ultimately moving out dark-wise until the outer corner is dark like the wing. Next, I'm going to highlight my eyes with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I'm just putting that along the top of my lid, and I'm going to ultimately put it in the inner corners of my eye as well. I'm just combing my brows as usual with my Maybelline Brow Gel. just lightening up that shade of nude with another nude lipstick from Clinique. I believe it's in the shade Suede. If you don't have a shade like this, you could also use a little bit of concealer just to lighten it up. Now for our second lip option, I've got a combination of a berry lip color and a black lipstick, and we're going to mix the three of them. So we're going to mix the nude shade, the black shade, and the berry shade. This look, I'm basically just adding colors, mixing them together, and seeing how they look from a distance. So this is sort of a washed out shade, and I wanted it to be a little bit more berry toned in the center, just to continue with that washed out sort of Corpse Bride inspired makeup look. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned next week for my no makeup routine.